We just got back from our honeymoon in Hawaii and we stayed at the Alohilani Resort on Waikiki Beach, and it was the perfect honeymoon destination for us. After a very, very long 8-hour flight, we checked into our hotel room and were seriously blown away by the beautiful views of the ocean and Diamond Head behind the city. Not only that, but the sunsets in Hawaii are absolutely beautiful, so every night we either sat out on our balcony or went downstairs to the pool and bar and watched the sunset. During our stay, we had access to the longboard club, and this was the best because it came with complimentary charcuterie, wine, and beer every single night, and then in the mornings it came with complimentary breakfast and coffee. We ate there every single day for breakfast, and it was delicious. On our first full day, we wanted to relax by the pool and not have anything planned because we were still pretty tired from the travel day before. So we just hung out by the swell pool and bar all day and had this really yummy club sandwich for lunch. And Alohilani actually has a ton of shops inside the resort, so you can just walk around and shop without even having to leave where you're at. But if you want to go to the mall, it is a block away. It's such a short walk, and they have every single store you could think of. We walked around almost every single night after dinner and went to all of the Christmas shops. You will also at some point find yourself walking into the Honolulu cookie store because there is one on every single corner in Waikiki. Nightlife at the resort is also super cool. They had a live DJ or some sort of live music every single night, so after dinner we'd go back up to the pool and bar. For our second day in Hawaii, we booked tickets to go see Pearl Harbor. This was one thing Jack really wanted to do, but it actually ended up being one of my favorite days as well. And it was super convenient because they had a bus stop right outside our resort, so all we had to do was wait for the shuttle to come pick us up. We took a ferry to the USS Arizona, where the memorial is right on top of the sunken ship, and it was so cool because you actually got to see the oil still leaking from the ship underwater. Then we drove down the road to the USS Missouri and actually got to walk around that ship. It was so much bigger in person, and it was so cool to walk around inside because it felt like it was frozen in time because they've preserved everything that was in there. Once we were done at Pearl Harbor, we headed back to the resort and ate at Swell again for lunch. We had these yummy tacos, and then for dinner that night we ate at Morimoto Asia, which is a restaurant inside Alohilani. They had the best Asian food and drinks. Alohilani is also right across the street from the beach, so we took advantage of that and had a beach day. The water was so pretty and blue, and we loved getting to watch all of the people surfing. And if you want to go on a little walk, there is a beautiful view of Diamond Head right down the street as well. Our next excursion was snorkeling, and this was the thing that I really wanted to do, but I ended up not being the biggest fan of it because I felt pretty claustrophobic in the snorkeling gear and the life vest that we had on. It was also raining that day, so it was a little cold and the water was murky, but it was still a really fun experience, and the boat ride was really cool because we got to see dolphins, we saw a seal, and we saw a bunch of turtles. The last little excursion we had planned was Diamond Head on our last day, so we took an Uber up to the national park and hiked it. It was actually a pretty easy hike. You can see all of Waikiki Beach and the city, and on the other side you can actually see a couple of the other islands, which was so cool. And on our very last day, we wanted to relax by the pool again, so we actually got a cabana for the day. This was so cute because they had it decorated for Christmas. Jack turned on at the football games because it was Sunday. You can order drinks and food to your cabana, and it was the perfect way to end our honeymoon. The whole week we had Mele Kalikimaka stuck in our heads because they would play it on the radio over the speakers when we'd walk around the mall. And on our very last day, we were walking around the city and they were having a hula dancing class. And at the very end, they performed Mele Kalikimaka for everyone. And it felt like the perfect way to leave Hawaii.